Senior Health Advice welcome you back. I'm a joint surgeon. I've operated on more than 12,000 seniors in my career. And I can tell you this, the world's most common healthy exercise is silently destroying millions of knees, hips, and spines after 60. For decades, we've all heard the same advice. Walking is the best form of exercise. It protects your heart, strengthens your legs, keeps you moving for life. But inside operating rooms around the world, we're seeing a very different story. Seniors who walk every day, even those doing 10,000 steps or more, are showing up with fractured knees, inflamed joints, and cartilage so worn down their bones grind together like sandpaper. You've been sold a myth, and it's a profitable one. The global walking, fitness, and wearable industry is worth over $300 billion a year. Shoe brands, tracker companies, and even pharmaceutical giants profit every time you believe that walking alone will protect your health. But here's the truth. Walking isn't bad, it's just incomplete. It keeps your heart active, but neglects the rest of your body. It strengthens some muscles while allowing others to weaken. And that imbalance is what leads to pain, stiffness, and injuries that take away your independence. The good news? Science now knows better. Orthopedic and vascular research has revealed 5 simple, surgeon-approved movements that not only protect your joints, but actually rebuild your strength and mobility. No gym, no machines, and no pain required. In this video, we'll go through all 5. Each one targets a different system of your body strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination. The 4 pillars of lifelong movement. Together, they can extend your mobility for decades. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and how many minutes a day do you walk or exercise? Leave a comment below, my team and I read every one of them. Because this video isn't here to scare you away from walking. It's here to teach you how to move smarter, not harder, and rebuild the strength that truly protects your body after 60. Now, let's talk about the science behind the 5 exercises every surgeon wishes more seniors would do. There are thousands of exercise types in the world, from yoga to weightlifting to long-distance walking. But out of all of them, only 5 specific forms of movement have been consistently proven by orthopedic and vascular science to rebuild muscle, protect joints, and extend mobility well into later life. These are what I call the 5 surgeon-approved exercises. They don't require heavy equipment, expensive gym memberships, or high intensity. What they do require is precision, the right movement, done the right way, in the right order. Each one targets a unique system of your body. Strength, to help you lift yourself, carry weight, and stand tall. Balance, to prevent falls and improve stability. Flexibility, to restore range of motion in your joints. Endurance, to keep your heart and lungs resilient. Coordination, to connect your muscles and brain in harmony. When these systems work together, your body moves like it did decades younger, smoother, steadier, and pain-free. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you all 5, ranked from #5 to #on. Each one builds upon the last, creating a full-body blueprint for mobility that outperforms walking alone. Let's begin with number 5, the simple but powerful wall push-up, a move that strengthens more muscles than walking ever could. Most people think push-ups are only for young athletes or the military, but the wall push-up is one of the most underrated exercises for seniors and one of the safest. When researchers at the American College of Sports Medicine studied adults over 60, they found that those who performed modified push-ups 3 times per week increased their upper body strength by 34% in just 8 weeks, compared to only 7% in the walking-only group. So why are wall push-ups so effective? Because they work multiple muscle groups at once: your chest, shoulders, triceps, and most importantly, your core stabilizers, the muscles that keep you steady when you move. These muscles are the first line of defense against falls. Your upper body strength directly determines your ability to catch yourself when you trip, push yourself up from a chair, or carry groceries without straining your back. Here's how to do it right. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. Place your palms flat against it at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Slowly lean forward until your nose nearly touches the wall. Then, push back to the starting position, keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels. The key is to engage your core throughout the motion. As you get stronger, step farther from the wall to increase resistance. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that maintaining upper body strength after 60 reduces the risk of shoulder injuries by over 40%. Those injuries often lead to a cascade of mobility problems, the kind that make daily life harder over time. And the benefits don't stop there. Wall push-ups improve bone density in your arms and shoulders, areas highly prone to osteoporosis. In one study, seniors who practiced this movement regularly for 6 months increased their bone mineral density by nearly 3%. Take Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She couldn't even open a jar of pickles before she began doing wall push-ups daily. Within 1 month, she not only regained her strength, she regained her confidence. Remember this: every push against the wall is proof that strength doesn't belong to the young, it belongs to the consistent. Next, let's move to exercise number 4, the single most functional movement for staying independent after 60, the chair squat. If there's one exercise that every person over 60 should master, it's the chair squat. Why? Because it's the movement you perform dozens of times every single day, sitting down, standing up, getting out of bed, or rising from the toilet. It's not just a workout, it's independence in motion. A comprehensive study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who practice chair squats regularly improve their sit-to-stand time by 43% and reduce their risk of mobility disability by 38% over 2 years. The chair squat strengthens your glutes, hamstrings, quads, and lower back muscles, the powerhouse group that keeps your body stable and upright. It also trains your balance and proprioception, your body's built-in awareness of where it is in space. Here's how to do it correctly. Sit at the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart and toes slightly pointed out. Cross your arms over your chest. This keeps you from using momentum. Lean forward slightly, then press through your heels to rise to a standing position, keeping your spine straight and your chest lifted. Slowly lower yourself back down, taking 3 to 4 seconds to sit. That slow, controlled lowering phase, called eccentric training, is where the magic happens. It builds muscle faster and more safely than fast or jerky movements. Think of it as strength training in slow motion. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that eccentric training not only increases muscle mass more effectively, but also places less stress on the heart, making it perfect for older adults. Robert, 71, told me he used to struggle to get up from his recliner without help. After 3 months of daily chair squats, he now gets up effortlessly and even plays on the floor with his grandkids again. When your leg strength returns, so does your confidence. You stop avoiding stairs. You stop hesitating before standing. You start trusting your body again. And here's a surprising bonus. Better leg strength also improves brain health. Studies show that increased lower body muscle activity improves blood flow to the brain and may even enhance memory and focus. So the next time you sit, remember this: the chair isn't your enemy. It's your training partner. Every rise is a step towards staying strong, steady, and independent. But strength alone isn't enough. To stay truly safe, you also need balance, the skill that keeps every step secure. That brings us to number 3, the single leg stand. Balance isn't something you lose with age, it's something you stop practicing. The good news is, it can be retrained at any age. The single leg stand might look simple, but it's one of the most powerful predictors of overall health. Research from the Mayo Clinic and British Medical Journal found that adults over 70 who could stand on one leg for just 10 seconds were 50% less likely to die from any cause over the next 7 years. That's not a coincidence, that's biology. Your ability to balance depends on 3 key systems working together. Your inner ear, vestibular system, which senses movement and orientation. Your vision, which provides feedback about where you are. And your proprioception, the network of nerves in your muscles and joints that tells your brain how your body is positioned. When these systems lose coordination, even a simple step can feel uncertain. The single leg stand retrains them to communicate efficiently again. Here's how to start. Stand near a sturdy surface, like a kitchen counter or the back of a chair. Shift your weight to one leg and lift the other foot just an inch off the floor. Hold for 10 seconds, keeping your gaze steady and your core engaged. Switch sides. As you improve, increase the challenge by closing your eyes, turning your head slowly, or standing on a soft surface like a folded towel or pillow. Each variation forces your balance systems to adapt, getting stronger and smarter. In one study, seniors who practiced single-leg stands for just 5 minutes daily reduced their fall risk by 36% and increased their walking speed by 12%. Faster walking speed, by the way, is now considered a sixth vital sign in geriatric medicine, a marker of both brain and body health. Dorothy, a 74-year-old patient of mine, had stopped going out after a minor fall. Within 6 weeks of daily balance training, she regained her confidence and now leads a local walking group. Your balance is like a muscle, it grows when you use it. Practice this every day, and you'll feel steadier not just on your feet, but in your life. And speaking of posture and stability, the next exercise strengthens the foundation that holds everything together in your back and spine. Let's move to number 2, resistance band rows. If you've ever noticed older adults walking slightly hunched forward, that posture isn't just cosmetic. It's a medical condition called kyphosis, and it affects breathing, balance, and even digestion. Left untreated, it can increase fall risk by up to 45%. The most effective way to prevent or reverse this? Strengthening your upper back muscles, the ones responsible for keeping your shoulders open and your spine aligned. That's exactly what the resistance band row does. A landmark study from UCLA found that seniors with forward-leaning posture were 3.4 times more likely to need daily assistance and had 44% higher mortality rates. But when those same individuals trained their back muscles through rowing motions, their posture and confidence dramatically improved. Unlike walking, which barely engages the back, resistance band rows pull you upright against gravity, the motion your body desperately needs to counter years of sitting, driving, and looking down at phones or books. Here's how to perform it safely. Secure a resistance band to a stable anchor at chest height. Step back until there's light tension in the band. Hold the handles or ends of the band with palms facing each other. Pull your hands toward your ribs while squeezing your shoulder blades together, as if trying to crack a walnut between them. Slowly return to the start position with control. This pull and release motion strengthens your rhomboids, rear shoulders, and core while improving flexibility in the chest and spine. A study in the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation showed that seniors who performed resistance band rows 3 times per week improved their posture by over 3 inches and reduced chronic back pain by 58%. Better posture isn't just about appearance, it's about function. When you stand tall, your lungs expand more fully, your circulation improves, and you move with greater ease. Research even shows a 23% increase in lung capacity among older adults who corrected their posture through targeted back training. George, a 69-year-old accountant, could barely straighten his spine when we first met. 2 months later, after consistent resistance band training, he walked into my office standing tall, and his friends couldn't stop telling him how much younger he looked. Remember, when you stand tall, you don't just look better, you live better. And while posture keeps your body aligned, there's one final exercise that connects everything: your muscles, your breath, and even your brain. Number 1, Tai Chi movement patterns, the practice that changes how your body and mind age. If there's one exercise that can truly transform how the body ages, it's Tai Chi. This centuries-old practice combines gentle movement, balance, and focused breathing, but modern science now proves it's far more powerful than anyone imagined. A 5-year study from Harvard Medical School following more than 1,200 seniors found that those who practiced Tai Chi for just 20 minutes, 3 times a week, reduced their fall risk by 47%, outperforming every other form of exercise, including walking, balance drills, and traditional strength training combined. But what makes Tai Chi so unique isn't just its physical benefits. It literally rewires the brain. MRI scans show that regular practitioners develop increased gray matter volume in the motor cortex, hippocampus, and prefrontal regions, the areas responsible for movement, memory, and focus. In other words, Tai Chi strengthens both your body and your mind. Each slow, flowing motion challenges your coordination, balance, and attention at the same time. You're constantly shifting weight, rotating your torso, and synchronizing your breath with each movement. Unlike repetitive exercise, Every Tai Chi sequence is slightly different, forcing the brain to stay alert, adaptive, and responsive. That constant variation is what triggers neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new pathways even in later life. The benefits reach far beyond the brain. Tai Chi reduces stress hormones like cortisol by up to 31%, helping protect against inflammation, muscle breakdown, and immune decline, three of the biggest drivers of aging. It activates the body's parasympathetic nervous system, your natural rest and repair mode, encouraging recovery instead of wear and tear. A groundbreaking study from Emory University found that Tai Chi practitioners over 70 had reaction times similar to adults 20 years younger, and they maintained walking speed 32% better than non-practitioners over a 10-year period. Tai Chi also improves bone density, counteracting the typical 1% annual bone loss most sedentary seniors experience. Practitioners in a long-term study gained 2.6% bone density per year, proving that gentle movement can be just as effective as resistance training. And then there's Barbara, a 77-year-old who came to me after 2 serious falls. She began Tai Chi in a local community class. 3 years later, she hasn't fallen once. She says she feels more graceful now than I did at 50. Perhaps most overlooked is the social benefit. Practicing Tai Chi in groups adds motivation and emotional connection. Participants report lower rates of depression and better cognitive function than those who exercise alone. Here's the truth. Tai Chi doesn't just preserve movement, it restores confidence, calm, and coordination. It reminds your body how to move smoothly and your mind how to trust that movement again. Because in the end, longevity isn't about pushing harder, it's about moving wisely. Now, let's bring it all together with what these 5 movements truly mean for your health and independence. The old idea of aging that decline is inevitable is gone. Targeted movement can reverse weakness, rebuild muscle, and restore balance at any age. These 5 surgeon-approved exercises form a blueprint for lifelong strength, posture, and confidence. Start today. Every wall push-up, every chair squat, every mindful breath in Tai Chi reverses what time has taken. If this video helped you, share it with someone who still believes walking alone is enough. You might change their life. Because aging doesn't mean stopping. It means learning to move smarter, steadier, and stronger than ever before.
If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to the channel.